Hi everyone, this is Natasha, and today's Friday Funbits is going to be the last one for the year, and I'm sorry I haven't had one in a couple of weeks in light of the tragedies in the world. The one that hit Newtown, Connecticut, excuse me, a couple of weeks ago. I didn't feel it was appropriate for me to make light of anything trivial, but I am going to do my top 10 websites for crafting, and I would love to see your top 10. And these are not in any particular order, but the first one is stampersbest.com. All of you may already know I do design for Stampers Best, and Susan is the owner, and it's a deep edge red rubber stamp company. I have mine all cling mounted. They make fabulous embellishments. These are 3D embellishments I've made with just this little harvest basket one. Really good quality, wonderful, quick shipping, great customer service, which to me equates a wonderful company to do business with. That is one of the reasons why I do design for them, because I truly believe in them. So that's stampersbest.com, and I will include a link to each of the companies in the description below. When you do your list, you'll need to leave off the .com and just note it space com or net, whatever it may be, because otherwise YouTube will flag it. Because I'm really curious to see where people pick up, or what the places that they trust. So the second one is Wild Orchid Crafts. Again, I do design for Wild Orchid Crafts, and I'm the YouTube design team lead, but the reason I did accept a post with them is because I do believe in the product, and they're extremely friendly, great customer service. Although it's from abroad, from the UK, shipments come to the US within 7 days. If you ever track your package, you see that most of the time is spent once it's already reached the US from the UK, and typically depending on the volume of packages coming from abroad, that's probably where the bottlenecking could happen, but otherwise it's great. They have a really nice selection between mulberry flowers and bling and rhinestones, you name it. It's kind of like a one-stop embellishment shop. So wildorchidcrafts.com. The next one is Blitsy. Now, many of you already know, it's a weekly deal site, not a daily. There's not a one deal every day. There are 3 sets of deals, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and the deals are available for 7 days or until they sell out. So I've picked up, just most recently, Spellbinders dies for a fraction of the cost. So they typically have very new or newer items at a discounted price. Now, I know some of you may say, but I can use a 50% off coupon and go to the store and, to a big box store and buy something there. You can, but you are limited to 1 coupon per day per person. That spiel. So if you're picking up multiple items and they're at a good cost, at a good price, then it's just easier to shop there. And they often have interesting deals that I haven't seen. Like, I recently picked up some items that I've never seen in a store, or maybe I just bypassed them in the store, but because they were highlighted as the daily deal, it came to my attention. I'm going to try them out, and that's how I've tried several new items, some tools, and I do reviews whenever possible of new items that I've never seen or I've never tried personally, just to let you know what my personal opinion is. So that's another site, Blitsy, and my most recent site is Listia. Now, Listia is an auction site. However, you don't pay with cash, you pay with credits, and I've been able to list a few extra items that I have from crafting supplies, which gave me accumulation of credits. Quite honestly, I just donated them to Make-A-Wish, which you have an option to do as well. There are, I think, 4 or 5 different nonprofit organizations you can donate your points to, and those points go to the organizations, which they, I think, in turn can cash in for actual currency. So I just donated my stuff. I think I had like 6,000 or 7,000 points, or maybe more. I donated whatever I had most recently. So that's another interesting site for you to check out. It doesn't cost anything to join. Just like Blitsy doesn't cost anything. You just sign up. You have a login. You can even log in on Listio via your Facebook. And go ahead and list things. As a matter of fact, I just listed a couple of things the other day because I found some brand new dog collars that I know are too big for one dog and too small for the other two. So I'm passing them on to someone else who may be able to use them. They were brand new. So Listia is another site. Now the excuse me, I'm still trying to kick this cough. The next site is highly recommended, and that's ebates.com, ebates.com. And that is a reward site which you go shopping through to your final destination. For example, one of the other sites on my list is Joann.com, because I do a lot of stock up shopping. For example, when Joann's has their 50% off scrapbooking supplies, which they have multiple times a year, I think 3 or 4 times a year, I stock up on chipboard, and particularly when they have free shipping. Now, the reason I log in via Ebates is because you're shopping at Joann.com via Ebates gives you an additional 5% cash back. So at the end of each quarter, I get a check back for all the purchases that I've made when logged in via Ebates. And they often have coupons like free shipping or $5 off or $10 off a set shopping cart amount. So I use Ebates. That's the first place I go to when I want to check to see if an online store participates in Ebates, to see if they have a discount. And even Amazon has recently joined the Ebates, but only for certain items. I know there's some children's clothing. There's a whole list. So if you have not already checked out Ebates, do so. It's free to sign up. You log in. I'll include my referral link. As a disclaimer, I would get a $5 Ebates credit towards my account, towards my big fat check, which is what they send on a quarterly basis, if you log in under my referral link and sign up an account, set up an account, and make your first purchase via Ebates. Again, you're not buying anything from Ebates. It's just a gateway to other online shops, and there are thousands of online stores that participate in Ebates. So that's, I think I'm up to number 5. And next one is scrapbuck.com. And I know many of you already know the site. They have a wonderful option for continental US shipping is free after just $20 shopping cart. That's an incredibly generous offer from Scrapbook. And I'll show you another item, one of the spellbinders that I picked up just this past year from them. It's the Cherry Pickin', which I used as the label for my Sour Cherry Bounce, which I make every year for the holiday gifts, which I think we're down to 9 bottles out of 26, 28, something like that. So you can always find bargains there. They often have name brand items like from King Company, Die Cuts with a View. It's rarely brand new items, but it's sometimes things that you might have missed when they were around originally in the store, or maybe you really like something but it's no longer available in the store and you want to pick up a few more. For example, they recently had King Company's Tim coffee papers, or those individual papers, and I missed out on it. I'm kicking myself for having done so. It's the Pink Poppy page, which I adore, and I didn't order it in time and they sold out. So a really good place to check on a regular basis. Once you go to scrapbook.com and sign up for their newsletter, you'll receive notices. And the other thing you could do is you can also join their Facebook page. Excuse me. Their Facebook page. So when they have brand new additions for the month to their shop, they always post it there. So if you're curious, like what did I most recently, I got these Donna Salazar spellbinders words, and this was $10. I mean, really, really good deals, but you have to keep an eye out for when the good deals happen. So if you do go to their site and you have, you're a first-time visitor, definitely sign up for the newsletter. That way you'll be notified when something new is added. I probably should have had something to drink before I started doing this video. The next site is something that maybe not many of you know about, but it maybe was my little secret, but I'm letting it out of the bag now. The site's name is ellisoneducation.com, and that is the original Syzyx, but Ellison Education is geared more towards school systems. So they sell industrial strength dyes, wood dyes, and metal dyes, but there are dyes that fit into standard home die cutting machines, like I think it's the All-Star, the ones that are in the red cases. So check that out if you don't already, if you have not already seen ellisoneducation.com. Again, I'll have all the links in the description below. I've picked up some dyes as low as, I think, $3. And shipping from Ellison Education is a lot less expensive than from Syzyx.com. You'll notice some of the designs are similar to what's available on Syzyx.com, but either for a lot more because it's in the industrial strength packaging, or comparable or even less. So I strictly go to their clearance section, which you have to pay very close attention to the size of the actual die to see if it will fit into your particular die cutting machine. If anybody wants me to do a specific video about Ellison Education, I can, because it could be a little tricky reading the sizing information. So then the next site is Joann.com, like I had mentioned already. They have great stock-up sales where they'll have ink at 40 or 50% off, stamps 40-50% off, die cutting machine supplies and accessories 40-50% off, scrapbooking supplies 40-50% off. You just have to keep an eye on it. They often offer that in conjunction with a flat rate shipping, $3 or $5, or free shipping. And that is wonderful to use when you're purchasing something like chipboard. And I strictly buy my chipboard from Joann.com because a 25 pack of, let me see if I have one under my, I do, under my desk. A 25 pack of the medium weight chipboard, which is pretty heavy, 12 by 12 sheets, when it's on sale, is something like $5.30. And if it's free shipping, because it's a heavy item, I usually buy 3 or 4 packs of 25 at a time. I either share with friends, or I'm using it for projects to die cut a lot, and I always feel paranoid that I'm going to run out when they were on sale. So I log in through Ebates and go to the Joann's selection on the Ebates site, link it through, and then I get 5% cash back on top of it. So great deals there. So don't overlook Joann. Joann.com. I'm sorry, I know I sound winded, but it's only because I'm trying not to cough. Joann.com quite often has items that are not available in the store. You'll see, if you do a search on a particular type of item, that it'll say online only. So you have a greater selection. So I highly recommend that. And then the next site is Stamps of Life. It's you can either belong to the club, and these are stamps created by Stephanie Bernard. This is the most recent one for, I think this is for December. And there was a little nifty gifty. And I know you've all, if you are a regular subscriber, you've seen me use her stamps many times before. So those are the clear stamps. I do belong to the club, so I receive the stamps automatically after the 1st of the month. And periodically throughout the year, Stephanie includes nifty gifties, either a little small stamp or a storage envelope for the stamps, which is wonderful. She's really a lot of fun to watch. She has a YouTube channel, and she's also the Syzyx spokesperson. So she does coordinating dies as well as embossing folders. She also sells inks. There's a lot of really cool information on her site as well. So that's Stamps of Life, and that was number 9. And last but not least is YouTube. I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for YouTube when it comes to crafting and creating, and just handy things like between stuff that I do for videos that I do for with nails and my chickens. And for those of you who follow me because you're into crafting, I'm not offended if you don't watch a chicken video. I understand that. That's okay. I just happen to share multiple facets of my life. None of us are one-dimensional. We all have things that are more than just what some people might know us by. I craft, I create, I garden, I cook, I do my nails. Oh, and this is, oh, did I put it away already? I did. It's Sally Hansen blush charm, and I am taking it off today. I'm putting a new one. So my life is multitudes of different things. Unfortunately, I'm not a mother, or at least not to children. I have been mothering, even to my 49-year-old husband sometimes, but I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, I'm a wife, I'm a woman. Sometimes I feel I act like a little girl. So we all have multiple hats that we wear. We all have different facets to our personalities, different facets to what we do in our day-to-day life. So I kind of share all of them. So if you are only interested in some, that's why I'm very cognizant of the way I name my videos, so you know whether it's something that's going to interest you or not. And for those of you who have asked me if I'm still doing Wreck This Journal and Smashbook, I am. I just have not gotten around to any updates. I will try to do one in the next week, because after today I'm off until the 7th of January. And I'm planning on doing a lot of baking, which you will see videos of. I'm planning a cookie session this weekend, so hopefully my husband will participate as well. So since I've neglected the Friday Funbits for the last couple of weeks, this one's an extra long one. I hope you had a coffee or a drink or something to keep you through this. So what I would love to see is either a video response with your top 10 faves, places to shop online, or if you don't do videos, feel free to leave them as a comment below. I would love to know that. Just keep in mind that you won't be able to actually spell out the entire URL. Just leave off the .com unless it differs, like .net. Just put space net or space .com. That might be easier. So I'd love to see it. What I'll do is I will just compile the list and put it on my blog, and I'll include a link in the description below to my blog as well, to that particular post. And as always, if you have any questions for me, please feel free to ask. I love answering questions. As a matter of fact, the other little tip for today is I try to be a good YouTuber. I am very busy. I have a full-time job. I help my sister a little bit with her, with Amanda, with the kids. I have my chickens, which by the way are producing 5 to 6 eggs a day now, which is to me incredible. So we're going to maybe start going to our local farmers market in the spring to sell some of them, because I can't imagine we can give away that many chicken eggs. Like, it's crazy. We have 3 dozen in the fridge, and my husband gave one to the neighbors earlier today. So I just went off on a tangent and lost entirely my train of thought. Well, couldn't have been that important then. So thank you for hanging in there with me. Hopefully 2013 will be an even better year for everyone, and I wish you all a very happy, healthy, and prosperous new year. Thanks for watching, everyone. Friday Funbits. Oh, don't forget to thumbs up.